PlaqueBoyMAX's music sounds like he's trying. One of the biggest words of Max's music is homage. He is constantly trying to reference the fact that he wants to show respect to the people who came before him, which is an honorable thing to do, but at the same time, you don't have to mention it on every single project. And he just released a new project called Too Much Music. And I want to also clarify the reason why I even started this streamer 7-day stream kind of challenge, music challenge, was because of PlaqueBoyMAX. I listened to a song from him and Rakai called Turn Up, and it sounded like 2013 Silento swag rap era, do the nay hit the Quan kind of music. And me personally, I wasn't the biggest fan. I thought it was very meh, eh. And a lot of people in the comments were telling me he's trying music. You should give him a chance. Go listen to his other projects that has more intention. This was just something on stream. It was for fun. It wasn't something so serious. You're reading you're reading too into it and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, fine. I'm gonna listen to his music. And when I got around to his music on the 7th day of my challenge, I said, okay, I see why people are more, how do you say it, give him more respect than maybe some of the other streamer musicians, because he's actually trying. He's trying to build a catalog. He's trying to build a world. He's trying to build a brand. He's trying to make people identify his music. Even the color pink is a part of his branding. And I think that's very smart at the stage he's at now. Also, I think he's also approaching it a little too seriously. Like, when he's constantly throwing the word of homage, I'm giving respect. It's kind of just like, okay, we get it. You're the sum of your influences, but we also need you to be yourself when it comes to your music. I don't want your music to constantly sound like other people. Don't go just the pop rap, or in terms of like trying to make whatever's most popular and trying to like catch on certain trends and waves. Also create a lane for yourself. I think those are my favorite musicians that like have a lane that you can easily identify. Not just the color pink, not just the fact that you're on stream, which maybe could be part of your brand and your uniqueness, which maybe that's just me being a little bit closed-minded to the idea. But I like the in the booth streams. I like when he's, collaborating with an artist and they're making songs on, stream and stuff like that. I think it's really cool. The Victory Lap song with Skepta, fire. The Uno the Activist Man of the Year song, fire. He has a lot of these songs with other, even the one with DDG, Pink Dreads, was a good song. So he has potential to make good music. I just think that he needs to hone in on his own style. Stop trying to be the underground king or the underground guy. Stop trying to like, throw homage to older rappers back in the day or even current rappers and stuff like that. Just experiment, try different things. If it doesn't land with your audience, that's fine. But at the same time, just try things. Just keep trying things and keep putting out music. That's why I'm also holding back a lot of the criticisms, because I could say his bars sound, like he just put line by line. It doesn't sound like he puts a lot of attention in terms of his music, in terms of like the storytelling or the picture he wants to paint for his audience. He's too worried about how it looks to the audience. He's too worried about the appearances. I could say a lot of these criticisms that maybe have, some merit to it, but I think that's just me overanalyzing PlaqueBoyMAX because I love music so much, and seeing a streamer who, I don't know if you could say music was his number one interest, but it's alongside with streaming. Those two are hand in hand for him. And seeing that every year it seems like he's taking it more serious makes me say, this guy's taking it serious. I can at least respect the fact and really give him some credit. So my thing is, the in the booth streams, the making music online on stream, phenomenal. It's a great idea. I can't wait for him to do more in the booth streams, maybe some more in the booth with more profound producers, or maybe some more experimental artists, not just in the rap scene or in the DJ producing scene. Maybe try some artists from like rock music or indie or pop or just anything outside of rap. I think once he does that, that's when Max will start to like flip the switch in terms of what kind of music he wants to try out. A lot of people, when they listen to one genre their whole life or majority of their life, they kind of like replicate their favorite artist time and time again. This is kind of like the same criticism I had for DDG. He sounds like he's trying to like replicate Drake or Gunna or like all the big pop rappers, and it doesn't really sound like he's have a lane of his own. It's kind of like he just saw a formula that's working, kind of like the same approach that people do for content creation. They see the biggest YouTubers do it, and then it trickles down to the smaller ones trying to make a name. So they do the kind of same thing and the same approach. But at the same time, there's a lane for everybody. You can even make your own lane. So Max, keep doing what you're doing. I enjoyed the music. If I had to really rate his music, I personally liked Five Forever more than Too Much Music, even though I think Too Much Music was a better step in the right direction. Forever felt like more undergroundish, but Too Much Music sound like he was opening his palette to different sounds. So I thought that was pretty cool. But I finally finished the 7-day stream music challenge, and I'm not gonna lie, it was way more interesting than I thought it was ever going to be. So I'm really grateful to try this challenge. But now it's time for me to take the quiz.